Good morning, students. How are you? Fine. Okay. I am Swapan Kumar Ghosh. Swapan Kumar Ghosh, senior teacher, English, Gulshan Model School and College, Gulshan to Dhaka, 12 and 12. Students, we have been suffering from coronavirus pandemic for a long, about 2 months. About 9 about a lot of people, not especially 183 over 183 people have been died from the attack of coronavirus pandemic. So we have been suffering much. You are on leave and are staying at your home. Please keep safe. And not in Bangladesh and all the country of the world have been severely attacked with this pandemic. So we pray to the Almighty so that it will go away from the surface of the earth. So I am going to teach you a topic today of English second paper, grammar, and this is voice. In your subject, English second paper, you will find it in your changing sentences. Changing sentences in class 9 and 10, question number 6, and class 6 and 7, question number 5, and in class 8, that means JSC, in question number 11. So voice is in every class of high school section, especially in class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At first, I like to say you changing sentences, that is transformation of sentences. At first, we like to say you about voice. What is voice? It's our everyday term. In our everyday life, we find voice. Voice. What is voice? Voice is itself a language. Voice is a word, expression, speech. If we write a sentence, you like see, I teach you English. I teach you English. It's a speech. It's a language. It's a sentence. It's a sentence. It's a language. The sentence, language, organ, medium is voice. Voice or sound voice, you see, in terminology. Terminology, what is terminology? Term is a vocabulary. Vocabulary, words, that's a terms. In different professional terms, the word used in different way. It is used to make different senses. For grammatical terminology, voice is quite different. Voice is totally related with verbs, subject and objects. In that sense, voice is nothing but the mode of verb. If I write, I teach you English, the definite information, I am giving you instruction about English. Okay, this is the meaning. Whenever I say English, you are being taught English by me. I teach you English. That means the function of teaching English is being happened by me. And if you say you are being taught English, that means you are going to learn English by whom? By me. Here the message is clear. Message is clear. This is I write down again. I teach you English. English is taught to you by me. Message is clear. That means a teaching of English, and I am offering you English, and the learning of English is being done by me to you. Here the message is clear. That means learning of English, teaching of English. That's okay. But you see, the subject is doing the work of teaching itself. Subject is here active. Active means the person or the thing or any other agent is doing the work by itself, himself, herself, etc. He is doing the work of teaching by himself or myself. And the work of English is being taught by me, not by English. The message is clear, but the mode of verb, you see, teach has turned into is taught. Teach is taught. And the subject and the object has been interchanged. And this phenomenon, this method, this system, and this term, this changing is called voice change. And this is the voice, and this is also the voice. So what is voice? Voice is the change of verbs. The change of verbs in a specific way. In different way, voice has been changed, but the grammatical voice, in grammatical voice, when the verb is changed in somewhat extent in a specific way, there will be voice. The verb, when the verb is going to be finished by the subject itself, here I is the subject, teach is the verb, and I teach to whom? To whom? You. And what? English. So the verb has taken you and English. That means the completion of verb is completely dependent upon you and English. You see, you is a pronoun and English is a verb. Sorry, English is a noun. Pronoun and noun. When a verb is completed with the help of the subject by taking noun or pronoun, then the verb is called active. The verb is an active. Verb is active. And the verb is being active by I. So you and English are called object. The English and verb, English and you are called objects. Bengali term of object is karma. The Bengali term of object is karma. When does verb is active with the subject? That means in another term we may say, if the subject does something, subject does something for a person or for a thing, this person and thing will be object. And if the subject does something to somewhat extent, is called also active voice. So this is called active voice. After doing this work, what happens to the object? What happens to other things? What happens? The teaching by me is going to happen. Teaching by me, the work of teaching is by me is going to happen. This is happening, and this happening by object is called passive voice. In simply you may say, if the subject completes a verb with its object, then the sentence is called active voice. And when the object becomes subject, is being finished by the subject, is called passive voice. Here subject is active, it will be active voice. That is, the teach is being changed, is being modified, is being taking in another form. A verb is taught. So changing of verbs, this is why the verb is passive, and this was a teach is active and this is passive. Are you clear? Oh, I think you are clear. So what you have to understand first to make voice? Voice is nothing but the changing of sentences. One form of sentence, one form of voice you will be given, and you have to change the form of sentence with the work of voice. voice. If you have been given active voice, you have to change it into passive voice. And if you have been given passive voice, you have to change it into active voice. You see, teach has been changed into is taught. How teach has that taken the form is taught, you must know. Subject I, verb teach, you object, English object. So teach is being changed into is taught. The changing of verbs, especially, not in terms of sentence, specifically, definitely, you see, that is teach, taught, teaching, teaching, teaches. 5 forms of the verb teach. Teach, taught, teaching, teaches. What are these? These are nothing but the conjugation of verbs. Conjugation, teach, present form. It is present form. We may say it verb 1, sub 1, verb sub 1. Taught, past, verb sub 2. We just identify the verb as B1, B2. B2 means B sub 2, verb 2. Taught, verb 3, past participle, present, past and past participle, verb sub 3. B4, present participle, verb 4, verb sub 4. Teaches, verb sub 5. B1 plus S or S form. What are these? These are called inflection of verb. Inflection of verbs. You must know the inflection of verbs. Here I have shown you 5 forms. Hundreds of forms may be formed. Hundreds of forms may be formed. Teach, taught, teaching, teaches. Do, did, done, doing, does. Play, played, playing, plays. Fly, flew, flown. Flying, flies. If it is verb, what is verb? This is the verb. This verb is the heart of a sentence. Heart. If it's a language English, it must heart. The heart of a sentence is verb. Mother of a sentence, verb. Without heart, no human being is imaginable. It's not complete. Without verb, no sentence is complete. The subject may be silent. The verb may not be silent. A verb is itself a sentence. Go. You say go. It's a sentence. But in your normal term, it's a verb. But it's a sentence. Go. That means I ordered you. Go. Here the subject, you, is silent, remain silent. A verb is itself a sentence. A verb is the heart of a sentence. A verb is in various forms. If you don't know verbs, you will never be able to change the voice. In you study from class 2 to class 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You have seen, you have learned about verbs, noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, preposition, conjunctions, interjections. You have learned. You have learned a lot. Okay. So, if you don't know about the inflection, a part of inflection is conjugation up to B1, B2 and B3. Present, past, past participle. These three forms are called conjugation. Conjugation is a small portion of big inflection of verbs. So, you see, simply we may say, if the subject does the work by himself, itself, that means if the verb itself does the work by the help of the subject, then these types of sentence, expression, voice will be active voice. And if the verb will be the subject and the verb is completed by the object, the verb will be completed by the subject, which has been taken from as an object of the, then the verb is called passive. And if it is in a sentence, if the verb is not being completed by the subject itself, it is completed by being others, then the verb is called to be passive. Now, we are going to do some works here. If you have been given active sentence, you have to make it passive. You have to change it to passive. And you have been given the passive sentence, you have to change it into active. You see.